Hello, y'all gonna walk with me? Come on in here and walk with me. It's Friday, it's Fantastic Friday, it's Fabulous Friday, it's Free Your Mind Friday. Come on in here and walk with me. And free your mind, free your mind. Get your legs moving, watch the legs move. Get up and get your legs moving. Get your legs moving. Y'all hear the birds? Do you guys hear the birds? It's kind of late today. So if you come through here, I appreciate you. If you don't, I'll take that as a sign that you are having a blast on this Fantastic Friday. I hope you guys are doing something fun. Fun, fun, fun. I hope so. Listen to those birds. Like, you don't even have to be, again, you don't have to be in the most beautiful environment to just enjoy nature. Hey, Sassy. Happy Friday. You don't have to be in what's called like beautiful. Your environment doesn't have to necessarily be beautiful, okay? We got up today. All environments are beautiful, right? You know, but it doesn't have to be like the eighth wonder of the world to be beautiful. Just listen to the birds, enjoy the nature. Hey, Granny. Hey, Granny's World. Hey, Lance Pride, stopping by to say hello and show support. I appreciate you. Sassy says hello, Granny's World. It's Friday, y'all. It's Free Your Mind Friday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday, a fabulous Friday, just a free me Friday. Free me from all the stuff that happened this week that, wasn't to your liking, and all the things that happened that you did enjoy. Friday is a good day to sit back, relax, enjoy, and say, look, this was a good week. This was a great week. Okay? Friday is a good day to just sit back, relax, think about the week as a whole, think about everything that happened, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the pretty, and the ugly, and focus on what you can do to make your next week better. Okay? To make your next week better. Granny says, happy Friday. Hey, Sassy, and amen. Sassy says, I need a weekend. You need a bubble bath. Hey, brilliant. Lions Pride, we made it through the week, didn't we? Yes, we made it through the week. Brilliant. That's what I just said. Friday is a good day. Friday is a good day to just sit down, sit back, relax, think about the week. I hope and pray that everybody had a great week. But as we know, sometimes there are ups, sometimes there are downs. Sometimes there's the good, there's the bad, and there's the pretty, and there's the ugly. Okay? So Friday is a good day to sit back, relax, kick your feet up. Like Sassy says, maybe get you a bubble bath or something. Get you something nice to drink on, sip on. Doesn't have to be spirits. It could be some good old iced tea, good old lemonade. All right? Sit back, relax, and unwind and think about the things that happened during the week. Focus on releasing some of the stuff that you didn't enjoy and have yourself a great weekend. And during that weekend, think throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday what you can do to prepare yourself for a better week with family, friends, at work, at church, wherever it is that you go. Think about things you can do to prepare yourself for the encounters that you'll have. Sometimes we need to maybe, y'all, sometimes you have encounters like at the grocery store that you'd rather not have. Like, it may be kind of like a bad encounter with the cashier. It may be a bad encounter with another shopper or something like that. It may be a bad encounter with a family member you hadn't seen in a while or that you see all the time. Think about ways you can prepare yourselves to handle those situations in a better way. In a better way. And at the same time, don't be afraid to let people know how they should handle you in a better way as well. Okay? A lot of times we focus on ourselves, or you hear people, we preach about focusing on ourselves and bettering ourselves and doing things differently, doing things in a better way. But listen, don't be afraid to tell people when they've mishandled you as well, okay? Don't be afraid to tell people, because let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, especially if it's an adult, it can be a teenager. And if they know, we know these adults know. People know when they mishandle you, okay? They know when they handle you the wrong way. But sometimes they're trying to see if you're going to stand up for yourself. So I think we always, teach about trying to better ourselves, knowing our own flaws, accepting our own flaws and working on them. I think sometimes we need to talk about being able to tell people, you can't treat me that way. Like, you can't handle me any kind of way. We need to be able to do that as well. Brilliant says, hey, Granny, we got 3 more to go. Everybody's speaking to Granny's World, and Sassy and Brilliant, everybody speaking to each other. Thank you, ladies, for coming into the live. I appreciate you. Like I said, it's Friday. And as we do every day over here, we can pretty much talk about anything. Doesn't matter what the title is, okay? If we're talking about something that's, what do I always say? Positive, uplifting, motivational, encouraging, and self-improvement. Self-improvement. Just improvement across the board. Because we can share things with each other to help each other improve as well. Just like I said, we don't always have to think about our flaws and how to make those better. You can also, when you notice flaws that other people have when it comes to the way they deal with you, don't be afraid to let them know. Don't be afraid to let them know. Granny says, blessings, we still in the land of the living. Yes. Y'all see what Brilliant says. Welcome to Lions Pride Chat. Please hit those 3 dots to the right, share, subscribe. Thanks for your support. And I approve that message 110%. Granny's World said, right, I just told someone the same thing yesterday. Yeah, right. It's beautiful outside today, 77 degrees. Yes, a lot of people have said that they got rain, getting rain, expecting rain, and it seems like it's kind of cooled it off. Like everybody's kind of experiencing nice weather as far as the temperature goes. I think like in the 70s. So it's 77 in Colorado. Not surprised. How you doing? So I bet that still feels so good though in Colorado, 77 degrees. So it's not cold. And you're not having to experience that extreme heat. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, okay. That's good. I think weather has been pretty stable across the country today. Hadn't heard of any. Now, looks like I heard of a tornado somewhere earlier this week, but I think weather has been, at least today, it's been nice. It's either been rain, people have gotten rain, but for the most part, everybody that I saw that got rain said that it kind of cooled things off. So that's good. Green says it's been a beautiful day in Seattle for the past few days, but I see clouds making their way back home. Green said they're making their way back home. Hopefully I get my barbecue done before it gets to rain. Hopefully you'll get it. Yes, hopefully you get that barbecue done get that grilling done before it starts to rain. So Brilliant's probably saying like, that rain may feel good to y'all, but it doesn't feel good every day. Brilliant, it rains almost every day. I know, Granny's World, I know. You know the rain thinks the rain thinks its home is here. Sis. I know. The rain loves the rain loves it there. I wonder what is it though? It's always been that way. I wonder what is it about your area, Brilliant, that makes it rainy like that. Because I do, and you know what? And another thing that they say is that it never rains in Southern California. Now I think that's a saying, because I never hear people who live in Southern California say it never rains there. I think that's just a saying. Of course, it's a song, but it might be true. It might be true. But I'm thinking anywhere that's along a coast, I would think that they get rain, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because think about it. I was about to say anywhere along a coast should be kind of cool and breezy and never get hot. But that's not true, because in Florida, it gets hot. In Florida, it gets hot. Along the East Coast, it gets hot. So I'm sure along the West Coast, it gets hot as well. It gets really, really hot. Granny's World said they lied about California. I know, Granny, I know. I know. That's why I say I wonder, where did that saying come from? I know it's a song, but people said that before the song came out. People would say that before the song came out. If you guys don't mind, please tap those three buttons up there at the right. Y'all know I don't fuss about the lights. But if I'm talking to people and I got 2 lights, tap that button. Tap that button. And before I even started talking, there was 4 people. Y'all tap the button. Tap the button. I'm not going to beat you up about it. I just would appreciate it, okay? I would appreciate it. Y'all know I appreciate all forms of support. Just being in this live, communicating and chatting and talking is support. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because look, I've been in a situation, I'm in a live, and I forget before I come in. See, I try to do it before I come in, especially if I know, I watch the content creator kind of regularly, and it's usually good content. But sometimes once you get in that live, y'all, how lazy is it not to go back outside and touch those 3 dots? How lazy is it not to go up to the right and touch those 3 dots? And I'm not calling everybody lazy out of spite. I'm lazy sometimes. I am lazy sometimes, y'all. Sassy says, right? Brian says, for real, Granny's World. Thought it was true. I don't think that's true. Brilliant, it's not true. I don't know why they say that, though. I guess it's kind of, a lot of sayings aren't true, though. So I guess it was just something cute somebody said and it caught on. Yeah, I guess it's just something cute somebody said and it caught on. Like Granny says, I always hit the light when I come in. Thank you, Granny's Word. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. I'm thankful for you. Sassy says, so true. I think that was why the rent was so high in California. Oh, you thought that was why the rent was so high? Mm-mm. It rains. It rains in Southern California. Like I said, I don't know where that came from. Sometimes it does make you wonder. Now, what's a saying, y'all? This Friday, so that's a good topic. We've done this before. What's a saying that's funny to y'all or that stands true? That stands true. I'm gonna say Kenny Rogers, okay? When he said know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Now, it may have been, somebody may have said that before that song, but I promise you, all I relate that to is that song. You can relate it to a whole lot of things in life, but of my parents, grandparents, and just me growing up hearing that song, I always thought that started with him. I thought that started with him. And it was a nice song, and it was catchy. And whether you like country music or not, that was a catchy part of that song. And it stands strong today. It stands strong today. And you can apply it to anything. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I think that's Kenny's. I think that was an original. What do y'all think? Thank you, Sassy. Sassy says hit the three dots and share out. Y'all can share it out if you want to. I don't push the sharing out as much because sometimes you gotta be kind of careful with who you want to share it out. Sometimes people will share it out who won't even drop in the chat, and they'll share it out in the area that you don't really want to share it in. but I appreciate it all. I appreciate those who do. I appreciate those who do. Bryn says, Granny, you always do the right thing. That's why we love you, Queen. Yes, love, love, love. We try to keep it loving over here. Loving and playful. Loving and playful. Granny says that California is just greedy. Bryn says, I see Granny, greedy folks. Y'all, people are greedy. I think people are greedy everywhere. Look, let me tell you, it's Friday, okay? So we about to have a talk. We're going to talk grown folks style. We try to eat healthy over here. We try to keep it cute over here, right? But in spite of the fact, we do splurge. We talked about that earlier this week or last week. So what was my splurge today already for the weekend? A McDonald's frappe, okay? That was my splurge, okay? I told myself, did y'all hear it? It was a McDonald's. It was McDonald's. It was McDonald's. I got a frappe, okay? And y'all, they are so greedy now. Those frappes, I got a small one. They used to be $2. They're like $2.79 now or something like that. Either $2.49 or $2.79. I don't want to lie on them, but it's like, I'm like, if it's an extra 50 cents, I'm shaking my head. He does, Sassy. He does have. Kenny Rogers had a really, really, really nice voice. Really nice voice. Yes, it is. It's a true statement. It's a true statement. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. That whole song. Come on, I'm telling you, y'all. We could take that whole song and just pick it out. Pick out every other phrase. Every other. The lyrics are just like they're perfect. They're perfect for most of the things that people go through in life in that song. Know when to walk away, know when to run. Like Brilliant just said, no matter the situation, no matter the circumstances, know when to walk away, know when to run. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. You never count your money. It'll be time. Now, some people say they wouldn't agree with that. They say you need to count your money right there on the spot. I think there's a time that you need to count your money on the spot, and then there's a time where you never count your money. You know, it'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. As long as they're still in their presence, count your money before you leave. Count your money before you leave. All right? Count your money before you leave. Bree says, I know that's right, Lines Pride. Granny says her splurge, my splurge a few days ago was going to the casino. Come on now. Granny, see, that's what I'm talking about. We talk about positivity over here, but does that mean we're perfect? Does that mean we don't do things that we like to do? There's nothing wrong with going to the casino. Sometimes people, you know, when we have conversations over here, I always want to make sure that people don't leave with the idea that we're thinking you have to be Mr. or Mrs. Goody Two-Shoe or certain things that you can't do. We always talk about everything in moderation, okay? If it brings you fun, it's probably going to be in moderation anyway, right? It's probably going to be in moderation anyway, because most of us have to work, and even when you don't go to a job and work, you have work around your house, you have family work, you know, every time you turn around, like some people are just not spring cleaning. Like you have things to do. You have yard, like I had to do some yard work today. I had to help do yard work. You have things you have to do. Y'all, I muted for a minute because I know y'all heard that Lionel Richie. And isn't that something? We were just talking about Kenny Rogers. And while I was talking, I was going to make the statement that I love the relationship that Lionel Richie and Kenny Rogers had. I was going to say that, but I started talking about his song and the sayings that you can find in the song And now I walk by a neighbor's house on this Friday evening. They're enjoying the sounds of Lionel Richie. They are enjoying the sounds of Lionel Richie. How coincidental is that? How coincidental is that? I love Granny. Look, I love to go to the casino. And that is a splurge. That is a splurge. Matter of fact, Granny, you might have put it back on my mind again. Never count your money around people. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what he means. That is exactly what he means. Yep, that is exactly what it means. You count. Only time you count your money around people is when you're counting at the bank, making sure that they made. You know what I'm saying? That they counted it out right to you. Cause hey, tellers make mistakes too. Tellers make mistakes too. I remember someone I know. They were. You know, the hundreds kind of stick together, and those tellers, they learn how to count so fast. Think about it. They have to count fast, I guess, for times when it's busy. So I don't like it when they count that fast, but I think they have to count that fast for times when it's busy. And so when it's not so busy, I think they still just do it out of habit. So I knew someone who was shorted $100. So she didn't count it right there. She walked outside of the bank. And you know what? Because she walked outside of the bank, of course, they're going to say, nah, we think it's right. You know, so you count your money right there in front of the teller, right there in front, so they can see you. I know sometimes they get upset and they get impatient, but I don't care. When you go inside the bank or if I'm in the drive-thru, I'm going to count my money before walking away or driving off. You know, in the car, when you're in the drive-thru, they can say, well, did you drop it or whatever? But if you count it right there at the window, then you're both good to go. You're both good to go. Brian says, oh my God, Grant, speaking of the casino, I figured out I had an addictive, an addictive personality when I went to the casino last weekend. Me and my friend girl went and stayed 5 hours winning and giving it back. Brilliant. That's how it goes. That's how it is for most people. Granny says, I agree, Lion's Pride. It wasn't pretty brilliant. Sassy says, Granny's, I avoid the casino because here, Cripple Creek is the best place to win, but also the worst place. Sassy, I know that's right. The best place to win and the worst place to lose, okay? Granny says, right. Sassy, right. I did the same thing. Lionel Richie, were they playing Dancing on the Ceiling? They were playing Zoom. Is that him or is that the Commodores? Was that when he was with the Commodores? I can't even remember. Read Granny's World. What you said, Lord have mercy. That's a true statement. When I do that, somehow they get to thinking it belongs to them. Ain't that crazy? Look, can't get 50 cents from me. Look, brilliant. Look, when I win, I try to get on up out of there. But you know, of course, when you win, everybody's not ready to go, right? So it's like you got to find something to preoccupy your time. Otherwise, you're going to stick it right back in there. And then it depends on how much I win anyway. Like, let's take an example. Okay. Say you win $200. Okay. Say you started out, say you've only spent 50 and you end up, you get a little hit for 200. Okay. Well, that's not a little hit. I'm just saying you get 200. Okay. And so you now you have 235. My theory or philosophy is, okay, let me just play that 35 back and then I feel like I'm up 150. But no. That 35 is gone so fast, and then I'm like, well, okay, I'll do the 50. I'll do 50 because it's like I'm still up 150. I'll do 50. Girl, the next thing you know, your money is gone. Your money is gone. So I always just try to make it a rule. If I hit for 500 or more, I'm done. It's time to go. I'll come back again later. Because $500 is a good little piece of money. I don't know what. Some people are like, I wish Chef Finest Wine was in here, y'all. He'd be laughing at us. If I believe if Chef, this is what I think now, because we talked about the casino before. If Chef went in the casino and hit for $500, I think Chef would be like, I'm about to play. I'm about to play. If I go in and hit for 500, I'm like, let's go, let's go. But see, when you're with somebody else, especially when you hit like that early, it's like you can't go. Oh, it's like you can't go. So it's like, oh my gosh, you can't go because they're not ready to go. And what are you gonna do? Now, if it's a casino that has a lot of other stuff going on, you can go and you can do some different things or whatever, and just kind of hang out. But if it's a casino that just basically is straight a casino only, nothing else really there, just the casino and food, y'all, I'm like, look, I'm gonna start going to all the food places because it's better to spend your money on the food. At least you get something than to spend your winnings back on the floor. Put your winnings back right back into the machine or on the table for those who like to play the tables. Granny's World says, Sass, I win every time I go, but a few days ago they got Granny, they got you. Sassy says, Granny, I have lost big time at the casino years ago. I might go 2 times in a year. I was addicted to those 25-cent machines. Sassy, those 25-cent machines will get a hold on you. They'll get a hold on you. Granny said they finally got her. You play the dollar. Woo! Granny plays the dollar machine, max $9. And you know what, y'all? People say, woo, but if you can do it, if you got it, I'm telling you, when you hit on that max, oh my gosh, that's the best hit. That's the best hit. But what irritates me is that sometimes you can play, and it won't do anything. Like some of those machines are set to hit on certain amounts. Like a dollar machine, for example. It might not do anything on the dollar. 5, it may do great. But sometimes it won't do anything on 5 or 10. But if you start playing the dollar, your winnings start to go up. Have y'all noticed that? That it's, playing the max, of course, is great if you jackpot. But sometimes you don't have to jackpot to get a good win. And I've noticed that sometimes playing the max just eats your money up. And if you drop down a little bit, you start to come up. You start to come up. Look at Brilliant says she want to go with Granny. Granny's World says, Brilliant, that would be nice. Y'all, that's what we ought to do. We ought to meet up at a casino. We ought to meet up at the casino. Okay? We need to meet up at the casino. We need to plan a Vegas trip. I'm telling you, we need to plan a Vegas trip. Cian was talking about that, a Vegas trip. We need to plan a Vegas trip. One of the places where the casinos are they're just so many, you got a lot to choose from. Who else has a lot of casinos besides Vegas? California has a lot of casinos, don't they? Does California have a lot of casinos? I know Las Vegas does. I know Jersey does. On East Coast, we talking East Coast. Jersey does. We talking kind of west. California does. Vegas does. So what about Cali? Does Cali have a lot of casinos? They have casinos all at the airport. Bree says, I be on the penny machines. I'm scared to have my entire bag. You be on the penny machines, Brilliant. I do play 150 minimum though. My biggest win was $3,500. Girl, that's a good amount of money. Okay, that's a good amount of money. Shoot, that's 7 times the 500 I was talking about. And I'm like, sometimes when you walk in the door, you hit for $500. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people say, okay, that's a nest egg to play with. Y'all, when I walk in, if I hit for $500 like within an hour, I'm looking like it might be time to go. It might be time to go in a little while. What's going on, girl, Dad? Granny says one night I snuck out the house and went to the casino. Stayed 8 hours, hit the entire machine 8 times. For real? Now that's some good gambling. What's going on, girl, Dad? Girl, Dad says yes. We do, and Hotline's Pride, everyone in chat. Hey, girl, Dad, you in Cali? I know Vegas. We know Vegas turns up with the casinos. Okay, Vegas, New Jersey, Michigan. I think Michigan. Yes, Michigan. When you want to talk about casinos and gambling, Michigan, in Ohio. So I think Cali does. I think Cali has a lot of casinos, don't they? Every time I go to Cali, though, Is it Cali or Vegas? I know at Vegas, I be all up in the y'all. I be waiting on my plane. I'm all on the machines. I said, you know what? If the hit is big enough, we can book another flight home. If the hit is big enough, we can book another flight home. Brian says, Granny's, oh my God, what a great night. Wasn't that a great night? Girl, Granny says, Brian, are you a Virgo? Girl, Dad says, hey, everybody. He's in California. Okay, they have multiple. I thought so. If I'm not mistaken, California has them at the airport too, don't they? If I'm not mistaken, I might be getting it mixed up with the last time I went to Vegas. I know Vegas has them all at the airport, has the machines all at the airport. It's like, when I go to Vegas, sometimes I try my best to just keep walking. Like when you first get there, it's all good. But when it's time to go home, I try to keep walking. Because those machines will get you. They will get you. They'll have you late they'll have you missing your flight. Everybody speaking to girl, Dad. Granny says, brilliant. Yes, that would be great. It would be. Sassy says, I made a promise not to go to the casino this year. So far, I'm keeping my promise. That's good, Sassy. That's good. That is good. But look, that's a good promise. And especially being that you don't even hit them up like that anyway. But that's one of the things I like to do. But I have to promise myself not to go overdo it. I have to promise myself not to overdo it. Because sometimes you just get that inkling, you just got to get that feeling. Have y'all ever had that feeling that you're going to win and you go and win? And then you had that feeling that you're going to win and you go and you gift them all your money? The casino is like a playground for the yes, Granny's world, yes. And I'm telling you, let me tell you, if you know how to manage your money and you know how to keep things in perspective and not get out of hand, let me tell you, the casino can be therapeutic. It can be therapeutic. If you have traveling, allow so much for the casino. And once you hit that limit, you have to have restraint. Because you do want to have fun. And if you go into your fun money, you won't be able to have fun. And see, usually, especially if you're traveling, the casinos aren't the only fun to have. So just take out that amount of money for the casinos and make sure that your other money is meant to be spent where it's going to be spent. You spend it where you mean to spend it. And it can be therapeutic. Just tapping that button, y'all. Tapping the button. Just tapping the button. When I tell you just tapping that button can be so, because it's like you're not focused on anything around you. You hear the other machines. You hear people walking. You hear the music. But there is something about sitting down at that machine or whatever machine you're sitting at and you start to gamble, just tapping that button. It's so therapeutic. It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic because it gets your mind off of things. It gets your mind off of things for a little while. Will it make your problems go away? No. So never look at it as a way to get rid of your problems, because you'll end up letting it create another problem. So no, it won't make your problems go away. And you may even think about your problems. They may even cross your mind while you're there. But if you're just focused on tapping that machine and just getting away from, just getting out and just doing something different, or just, getting out of the house, it can be therapeutic. It can be therapeutic. Brilliant says, man, last Friday, don't you hate that? Brilliant, I remember now because I have a lot of Libra. I'm a Virgo. Okay. So Brilliant is a Libra and Granny's world is a Virgo. Makes a lot of sense, Granny. I can tell by your personality, Virgos are so organized. Have a lot to show for their hard work. See? Granny says she goes by herself. I go by myself, not with my husband, because when he spends his money, he ready to go, and I'm still playing. Yes. Oh my gosh, don't y'all hate that? when you're with somebody who's ready to go. And I can't fuss too much because it's the other way. It's been the other way around sometimes. When I'm done and the other person is not ready to go, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying because it's like either one, you're ready to go because you've spent what you're going to spend, or two, you've lost your money, or three, you've won your money and you don't want to be tempted to put it back. You don't want to be tempted to put it back into the machine. Tamika, hey Tamika. Tamika says good evening, last Friday. Everyone happy Friday. Happy Friday, Tamika. Brilliant, yes, we do, and thank you. Granny says they do, brilliant, and thank you. Sassy says, Granny, I go by myself. You go by yourself too, Sassy? Because my husband doesn't gamble. Oh, okay. Granny says, Sassy, you're lucky. Bria said, y'all want to know the funniest thing ever at night? Watching all the broke the broke zombies walking around the casino, looking all sad and sick, looking at all the machines, see if any oh my gosh. Sassy says, Granny, yes. Brilliant. I can't stand that. When some people, I don't know what it is. Some of them, I don't even think it's like they're waiting for somebody to leave. Like, I don't even think that they're waiting for somebody to get through. I've seen people do that. It's like they've lost their money, and instead of leaving, they just sit around and look at everybody. They sit around and look at everybody. And some of them will even ask you for money. They sit around and look at everybody, and then some of them will even ask you for money. I'm like, it's time for you to go home. It's like time for you to go home. It is time for you to go home. Some people are, and even sometimes the casino staff, y'all, sometimes the casino staff is aware of the people who just come and they come and they hit the cash out, they hit the cash out buttons, just getting all the leftover change. Like that is a problem. That is a problem. Everybody's speaking to Tamika. Thank you. Granny's, a lady asked you for money? Granny, oh my gosh. Like, I'm like, we're at the casino. Don't ask me for money. Now, I will say, if I'm with family, my sisters, my brothers, family, and I see that somebody's played out and they're just kind of sitting, because like once you play out, there's nothing you can do really but sit. And I'd rather my family sit next to me and watch me than strangers. Y'all, that irks me. That irks my nerves when strangers come and stand behind you or watch you. Oh, I hit the mute by mistake. That irks my nerves when strangers stand behind you or watch you. And then when you look like, you give them like the stank face. But most of the times it's not that. Well, it's that. But then they're also watching you to see how much you play. That's why when you get off of a machine, if you like to play the machines, you need to just get up and just leave the area. Go somewhere else. Because, y'all, that's the worst feeling when you play a lot of money into a machine and then you get up and go like just a machine over or two or three over. And then somebody sits down at the machine that you just got off of and they jackpot or they win a lot of money. Oh my gosh, that burns me up. But, things happen. That's gambling. But what really makes me mad is when people will stand behind you who don't know you and just watch you gamble. Because at that point, I'm like, so why are you watching me gamble my money and you're here? Aren't you here to gamble as well? Don't stand behind me and watch me. Some people don't mind, but I do. I don't like that. Because there's nothing, if I don't know you, I don't see anything good coming from that. You're just watching me to see how much I play in that machine and hoping that I get off, and then you're going to try to somebody's going to get on it. But it makes me mad when it's the person that sits behind me and just watches me. And then also, people are people. Don't watch me. I don't know what you're watching me for. Don't watch me. I don't know what you're watching me for. Because you do have people who are desperate around there, and they're hitting machines, cashing out 20 cents, 30 cents, and they're adding all that stuff up just to be able to play $1. At that point, you need to go home. At that point, you need to go home. Don't watch me unless you're with me. Don't watch me. And I don't, you're gambling. Now, I don't feel obligated to give people money when I win, but if I'm with, like, I'm usually with just maybe one or two other people. And if I hit a good amount of money, I will give them something because, say if I hit $1,000 and I'm with two people, I give each one of them like 50 to 100 bucks. Just depends on if my money is funny, I'll give them 50 to 100 bucks. But it doesn't mean that they're going to give it to me. But if I'll give them 50 to 100 bucks, depending on who it is that's with me. It depends on who it is that's with me. But when you have strangers that ask you for money, that is so annoying. That is so annoying. Let me see the comments. What did Granny say I won again? Wait a minute now. What happened, Granny? Yes, for brilliant, for $5. And if you give it to them, guess what? If you give it to them, that's the worst thing to do because they will come back and ask again. Granny says, brilliant. Yes, I have given money when I won big, $100. Yeah, right, Granny, right. Then I won again. Right, I don't like that either, watching you spend your money. Right, watching you spend your money. And then when you're all out, or when you at least get up from that particular machine, they either get on the machine or they just go somewhere and watch somebody else. And then after a while, to me, it's like they're watching people to see which machines may be doing good so that they can get up and, get on those machines when you get up. And then it's also like, I don't like you watching me because I don't know what you'll do. I don't know what you'll do. Watching you speak. Right. Brian says, I also hate taking people with you that don't know how to handle their budget. It irks me having someone sit by every time you win asking for a couple of dollars. About their works. Yes, and brilliant. But I know some people who do that. Like they're always ready to go. Yeah, can we go to the casino? You want to go to the casino? They're always ready to go to the casino, right? They love running to the casino. But it's like within an hour, I'm done. I played out. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so you played out. That doesn't mean you don't have any more money. So I might give them $20. But I'm not going to keep giving you $20. I've been to the casino like a group of people, and certain ones have played and said that they're done or they don't have any more. And their sister may be there, their daughter may be there, and they'll go to them and say, I played out. So they'll give them 20 bucks. Within 15 minutes, guess what they do? They go and play the dollar machine. They don't go and play a quarter machine. They'll go and play a dollar machine. And then within another 15, 30 minutes, they're back again saying, well, I lost that. What they're doing is begging you for your money. And at that point, you're losing, especially, how do you say this? Even if you've won money. And sometimes you haven't really won or lost. It's like within 30 minutes to an hour of being there. So you're kind of like, you're doing okay. But then you losing money because they're coming back to you every 30 minutes saying that they played out. So when they do that, I'm like, well, when I gave you $20 like 15 minutes ago, what machine did you play? Y'all, if they tell me they went and played a dollar machine, I'm like, okay, well, we'll be done in a little bit. Because I'm not going to give you 20 bucks for you to say that you're played out. Like, you'll get anybody $20 that you know and love. That's somebody that's close to you, right? But if they come back again in 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and they say they went and played a dollar machine, I'm going to look at them like they're crazy. Like, you played out. So you told me, I gave you $20, and instead of you going on a penny, nickel, or quarter machine, you went to play a dollar machine where the minimum is $1. So most likely, very few times you're going to hit on the minimum, so you're going to be tempted to play higher. But even so, sometimes you do hit on the minimum. So you're going to play $1. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Brian says, I don't mind looking out for my close buddies. Right. But the beggars, oh my God, I hate winning around them. It's annoying. Because a lot of times, y'all, they will have won and they won't tell you a thing. Brian says, see, Granny, when you bless them with the, God blesses you. Yep. You bless them with it, God blesses you. Granny says, me too, Brilliant, sassy, Says, Granny, me too. I have paid for people's food because they lost money and now they are hungry. So, right, I help them out. People watching me playing is annoying. It is, y'all. And I've had, let me tell y'all, let me tell you, I was playing one night and I looked around and this lady was just standing there. And now looks can be deceiving, but she looked like money, okay? She looked like money. And I'm like, why are you watching me? So I just looked and kind of like, I didn't do anything at first. I just kind of looked her up and down and just kind of turned back around to the machine. And so what I tend to do is I try to just use body language to tell them, like, I don't appreciate you watching me. So if I'm sitting, I'll stand and I'll just kind of hover over the machine in front of the machine. Well, this particular lady, I stood, y'all, she stayed behind me. So I sat back down. I looked again. She's still there, damn near leaning on the machine watching me. So I looked around. I said, can I help you? Y'all, because you know, I'm telling you, my patients are thin, but they're getting a little bit better. So I'm like, can I help you? And she was like, is there a problem? It was on and popping after that. It was on and popping. It was on and popping, y'all. It was on and popping. Brian says, yes, but if I give you 50 to 100 bucks so you can get out of my hair, so you can continue winning and you come right back, that might be exactly, because what they're doing is putting that money in their pocket, Brilliant. A lot of times they're either, what they do when they do that, they either go and play the machine and play the largest amount of money, or they're putting it in their pocket to replace the money that they lost. Yep, they're playing the largest amount of money that they can when they should be playing like a nickel, or they're taking that money that you give them and they're putting it in their pocket to replace the money that they lost. Granny's World says, I told the lady, don't come back either because I ain't giving her nothing else. Sassy says, Granny's World, I have told people the same. Yeah. I mean, unless we go together, if we go together, and then, too, say if we go together and I really can't tell if you've won or lost and you don't say, then I'm not going to share my money with you. I had one friend that he was like, we were just having a conversation. It was like maybe 3 or 4 of us having a conversation. And he was like, so when y'all go to the casino, if y'all win big, y'all don't give everybody some? I said, no, because you think everybody's going to tell you when they win big. So you may have won, say 2,000. They may have won 4. And you're giving them 100 bucks for what? Everybody's not going to tell you that they won. And some people will win and tell you that they lost. So it has to be somebody I really, really trust, somebody I love. It has to be somebody really, really close, a family member or a longtime friend. Brian says, I only go to the casino now with some of my select friend girls. Right, because I'm how we get down. Right. You know how you get down. Now we share often between us. Right. Most times it's not needed. That makes right for a great peaceful night. Exactly. The princess screen last when you said, okay, we will be done in a little bit. Brilliant. I'm telling you, if I give you $20 or whoever it is, I give them $20 and it's like they come back in 15 minutes. I'm gonna be like, okay, depending on who it is, I might give them 20. Like if it's a friend or it's a good friend, I'll give them another 20. They're gonna be like, they come back again and they might not even ask. They may just sit there. And you can tell by the body language if they're just sitting there because they're patiently waiting, or if they're sitting there because they want you to offer more money. So I'll be like, what did you do? What machine did you play? So they'll say I played whatever. And I'm like, okay, so did you play how much you played? And when they say they played the dollar, I'm like, okay, I'll be through in a little bit. Because first of all, why did you even go to a dollar machine? Secondly, if you went to a different machine, why did you take your bet to $1? Are you crazy? We're not gonna lose. You lost, and then I'm losing because I'm giving you the money. And like I said, sometimes you never know. Some people go to the casino because they see it as a good way to get some money out of somebody. Because they'll go and they know that you like to gamble, right? So you'll probably be there a while. So what they do is they go, and early on, they've lost all their money. And so what are you going to do? And this is even people that you're close with. You just have to know your friends and know your relatives. You give them 20 bucks. Next thing you know, you already know you got to buy them something to eat because they lost their money, right? Oh, they may tell you I got something for food, but I can't gamble no more. Okay, so you give them $20. 15 minutes later, they come back. You give them $20 again. That third time, I'm like, I'll be through in a little bit. And depending on who it is, it's the second time. I'm not gonna give it to you, but once or twice, depending on who you are. Granny's word says, I remember back in the 90s, a few friends of mine drove to Vegas in her car. I won $2,500, only took $300. Then her car, oh my gosh, Granny. Oh, I wish I should have read that earlier. Her car broke down on the way home. She wanted me to give her money to get it to, what? Oh no. Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No ma'am. No ham. No turkey, no spam. No her, no him. No, nobody. That was my rent money for 3 months. We gonna sit right here. I know that's right. I know that's right. Granny says, Granny, what? Oh, you were furious inside. No more trips with those friends. Right, right, right. Now, if I had asked you and asked you and asked you to go, and that happened, I may have given you a little bit on it, but your car was, bound to do whatever it did at some point. Anyway. So if we drove, actually, we literally did drive to another state, and I asked you, if I asked you and you used your car, then yeah, I would chip in a little bit. But I'm not going to give you half of my winnings, no. Y'all laughing? Granny, I know that's right. We're going to sit right, we're going to sit right there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And we did for y'all sat there for 6 hours, Granny. And it's, wait a minute. Y'all, I am done. Wait, I'm so outdone. Granny said they sat there for 6 hours. 6 hours and the car started up. Look, it just needed to cool off. It just needed to cool off. Bria said she hated you for not being as dumb as she was with her money. No, ma'am. Granny says, Bria, not today. Never heard from her. Are you serious, Granny? Never heard from her again. The ride home was silent and I was sleep snoring in the back seat. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Bria says, Granny, you got me screaming out loud hysterically. Not 6 hours in, it started back. But brilliant. The funny part about it is sometimes when the car does break down like that, sometimes it will start back up like hours later. Sometimes it will start back up hours later. Especially back in those days in the 90s. Man, when your car started to act up, you could get a good old shade tree mechanic to tell you what's going on with it. Man, and you know your car. You know your car. You're like, oh, I can just wait. Because I had a car to do that before. Y'all, it was like the car broke down. And they were already telling me that what I needed to get on it. So, I'm young. I'm like, okay. So just wait a little while. Yeah, I would call a ride to come pick me up to get home. And then after a little while, I call another ride to take me back to the car, y'all, and the car would start. The car would start. It would start. Her name was Rosetta Granny. Sassy says, ain't no way. Okay, she wanted to wake you up. Y'all gotta stop. Hey, Miss Jazzy. Miss Jazzy, I'm so behind in the comments. I'm sorry. Because I've been tripping out off the comments at the top. Miss Jazzy says, hey, Lounge Pride Mod and chats. How are y'all doing? We doing good. Hey, Miss Alice. I miss Alice coming in too. Hey, Allison. Miss Jazzy. Good evening, Lounge Pride Mods and chat. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you guys. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. I'm so glad to have you in here on this Free for All Friday. Fantastic Friday. Fabulous Friday. Y'all, we've been having a blast. We've been having a ball up in here. Granny said she wasn't going to give it back. She was on. Wait a minute. Granny, not the FDC. Granny said she was on. Y'all, wait. Granny said she was on AFDC. I'm just through with y'all. I'm through. Bria said 6 hours took me out. The car, see, I'm telling you, Granny said the car was running hot. Everybody's speaking that Miss Alice and Miss Jassy, thank y'all because I was way behind in the comments, y'all. I was so behind. Bria said, sorry, Miss Alice, Miss Jassy, girl, Dad, we are in here cutting up. I'm telling you, y'all. Y'all, these casino trips. Now, y'all, we have just topped up a whole girls trip. We got to do a meet and greet. Okay, we got to do a meet and greet in Vegas. We can do it in Vegas. We can do it in California. Which one y'all want to do? Granny says those big trucks were driving by so fast. Wait a minute. Granny. Granny, why I'm crying? I am crying because I know exactly what you're talking about. Y'all ever been, y'all, the car ever broke down, y'all, in the car, the trucks are flying by so fast. It's like you're scared to get out of the car. Brent says, Granny, now she was on AFDC. You gotta stop. Y'all, Granny got me crying. Do y'all hear me crying? Granny's word says meet and greet. Yes, Vegas or California. Y'all, we got to. And look, y'all know the first thing we're gonna do when we see each other is just bust out laughing. Bust out laughing about this live right here. Oh my God, Miss Jazzy says there's nothing wrong with cutting up and having a good time. Miss Jazzy, oh my gosh, we were talking about the casino. I don't even know how did we get there? I don't even know how we got there, y'all. I don't even know how. Oh, I know what it was. I was talking about going to McDonald's. You know, you got to splurge on yourself sometimes. Sometimes, you know, as long as it's moderation and getting that frappe. And Granny said something about the casino. Oh my gosh, y'all. We've been on that casino for a minute. It has been hilarious. That was a good laugh right there. Now, see, this is the kind of laugh to take you into the weekend, okay? Make sure that your weekend starts out great, okay? Granny says the car was shaking, Granny. Sassy says, yes, we need to go to the casino together. Yes, y'all, we do. We need to go to Vegas. We need the girls. Oh my gosh, we need the girls trip. Y'all imagine how much fun we have? We go to Vegas. And I'm talking about we need to go. We need to go soon. I know money is funny, y'all. I know the money be funny. I know the money be moneying, okay? Oh my gosh. But we need to go at a time where the flights are not expensive. And we can get good hotel rates. We need to go like sometimes during the summer when it's not like something, it's not a residency or something going on, something big. Like we need to try to go like late summer, early fall. Yeah, we need to try to go like late summer, early fall. Oh my gosh. Granny says it took us another 8 hours to get home. The car kept running hot. I told as long as we get there, I was cool. Granny, look, as long as y'all got there and you still had your money. And you still had your money too. Cause just imagine, what if they came to tow the car? Then y'all was gonna have to pay to get home? Y'all were gonna have to pay to get home. Now I would have given gas, I would have given gas money. And I ain't gonna lie. If somebody had come and said, and they seemed like a mechanic had known what he was talking about and said, okay, y'all need whatever part that's like $200. And like say if the tow guy had come and said, because sometimes those guys that tow cars, they're mechanics. So if y'all had told him what was going on, he had said, you know what, I get off at whatever time, I come back by here, I get the part, take y'all to get the part, and I put it on for you. Now, I would have contributed to that. You know what I'm saying? I would have helped with that. But talking about he got to tow it all the way back and y'all had gone to Vegas too? Oh my goodness. Because that probably would have been a lot cheaper than the tow from Vegas to California. Granny's word said it took them 8 hours because the car kept running hot. Alice says, I see that y'all are cutting up brilliant. I love this good medicine. It is, Alice. It is so good. Sassy says, Granny, they probably kick us out. Brian says, Miss Alice and Sassy, they play too much. Got me over here crying, laughing, side hurting. Oh, yo, when Granny said 6 hours and said they sat right there, I hollered. Granny got it started with the casino. I know, Sassy, when she said that car stopped and it sat there for 6 hours, and she was sleeping in that back seat. Oh my God, I know the neighbors are like, what's wrong with that crazy girl? What's wrong with her? Granny's world says, so much fun. I'm ready. Y'all, let's go for Granny's birthday or mine, August or September. I will have 2 weeks off. We must do, for real, brilliant. Now I'm game for that. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm game for that. I'm game for that. Like, what do I have? Like mid-August, like the middle. When are you off in August, brilliant? You had 2 weeks in August or September, or you got like a week in each one. What you got? Bria says, Miss Alice, look at that. Y'all put that off on and something still messing with me. Granny's word says, I made a short when Cincinnati and I meet for the first time. That's how we gonna be. When y'all met for the first time. Yes. It's like you'd be so happy to finally like to get to meet people and put a face to people who you truly like connect with on here. Yep. Granny wasn't going. Granny stood on business. Enough was enough. They got home. I know that's right. Granny stood on business, brilliant. Granny says, that would be awesome, brilliant. I go every year for my birthday. Okay, so Brilliant's birthday is when? In September. And Granny's birthday is, am I right, y'all? Wait a minute, Brilliant is a Libra. So is that like what, September into October? Because August to September is Virgo, right? So who's a Virgo? Granny's Virgo. And then Brilliant, you're a Libra. Okay, I'm Leo. So it don't matter to me, y'all. August, I'm trying to see August. September, I kind of do something every week in September. So y'all let me know what y'all's looking like. I look at my calendar though and see, because it still can just depend on the days that we're talking about. Because I think we need to do that, because it's always negative stuff on here. You never really see people. Every now and again, you see people like as content creators and subscribers have a really nice meet and greet. And it's like you rarely see that anymore, though. You rarely see that anymore. So, yes, I would definitely be up for that. I would definitely be up for that. I got to go look at it. Bree says, oh, my God, I see that short. I seen that short, Granny. I screened. I can see it now. Granny says, we all split the cost of gas. I was not getting her car fixed and rent. Okay, rent was coming up due. I was paying my rent up for 3 months with that money. I know that's right. I know that's right, Granny. Granny said this live is lit. I don't blame you. I would have paid it up too. Because I'm telling y'all, sometimes when you go to the casino and you win, sometimes it's right on time, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes it's right on time. Okay, yeah, okay. Granny's Virgo and Bria, you're Libra, right? Okay. Sassy says I was sleepy. Y'all woke me up laughing. Sassy, you must have us on TV. Are we on TV, Sassy? Bria says, wait, so all our birthdays are pretty much close together. Let's get this planned. Yes, it is. Granny's World says September 9th. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Granny. Because I don't like to say people's like, I don't like to say like we were saying, what we say yesterday, like people's locations, unless they tell it themselves, a birthday is, because people take any little thing, and run with it. Any little thing. I'm in August. Yes, let's plan it, y'all. Let's plan it. So we gotta start emailing. We gotta start emailing each other, y'all. Sassy, we are cutting up, sis. Sassy, where did Miss Jazzy go? Miss Jazzy, get back in here. Miss Jazzy say, I ain't going nowhere with y'all. Miss Jazzy, where did you go? Miss Jazzy and Alice, where did you go? Princess, I know that's right, Lance Pride. I hate that about, it's like you can't tell, like, oh my gosh. And that's so sad. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous amongst grown people. Let me see. Granny's World said we should plan in between all of our birthdays, and that would be great. I'm definitely looking forward to it. We're going to, have so much fun. Exactly. Yes, we can do it. Yeah, we can plan somewhere in the middle. Y'all just let me know. I'm thinking, let me see, September is a busy month for me. October, not so much. But we could just still see what days we're talking about, because even though it's busy, it doesn't mean, the days that we pick, it might be okay. August, I'm not as busy. I can take off a little bit easier. And October, I think I could probably take off a little bit easier. So y'all just let me know. My email is it's on my it's in my about section. It's in my about section. So if you guys email me, I'll get it, and we can just start emailing each other and getting each other's numbers and planning from there. Cause that's like fun. Like I never thought about planning anything because I want to plan with people who are really gonna, do it. Now I know things come up, and sometimes you know how it goes, y'all. We make plans and then somebody may have to back out. That's okay, because the thing about it is it's not like we're trying to go on a cruise or something like that. Everybody can just, pay for their own stuff. When it comes to a room or something, if we decide to share a room or two, if somebody says that they can't go, it still won't be a problem. We just split it. Just split it. But it's however y'all want to do. If you want your own room, that's fine. Because I know a lot of times people, especially until you get to know people, they like to have their own room. But everybody's going to have their own flight. So it really won't be hard. And I think that's like the time, like August, September, October. There's not a whole lot that I can think of that's going on where the flights will be so expensive. Greensboro says, Bria says, I don't know if Vegas will be able to handle us, y'all. I know, Bria. I know. Granny says, now we got to try and get Sin City on the plane. She don't fly. I know. That's the only thing about it. And she doesn't fly. She doesn't fly. But I know she would want to go. Maybe we can get her on there. I didn't like flying until I took my first flight. So maybe we can get her on there. I hope so. Granny's World says, brilliant, right? We should set up a Zoom with all of us. Yes, I'm a woman of my word. Right, Granny, right. Yes, I like to go with people who can go. And like I said, I know sometimes, we all have families and we have friends. Things will come up. But if it's at least 3 or 4, and if somebody does have to, cancel or can't go, at least that still leaves 2 people, to have fun. And the trip shouldn't be stopped because of that. So yes, y'all, my email is in my about section. And so, girl, got rocks got in my shoe. I'm about done now, and these rocks get in my shoe. I rarely get rocks in my shoe. I can feel it too. Oh my gosh. So yes, we can plan that, y'all. Again, my email is in my about section, and I'm about to get out of here, y'all. It's one of those days where I started late and it's dark outside, but I'm right where I need to be. So that's good. Granny says, I got a free cruise, really, but don't have anybody to go with. Really? Wow. Now see, I've never been on a cruise. I'm too afraid of all that water. I think I want to try to do it just to get over that fear, but I am so afraid of that water. But I want to, because I want to get over the fear of it. Sassy says, Granny's World, you sound true. Yes, yep, definitely. So at least 4 of us on here. At least Sassy, you going on the you going on the casino trip, the girls' casino trip, Sassy. Granny's Word says, Sassy, my resume is amazing. See? And then what is this? This is May. So that gives time to save up. That gives time to save up too. Because most people don't like to go into their savings. Like some people are all right. They can just jump up. They can jump up and go to Vegas today. But some people, they may be able to jump up and go today, but they may have to go into their savings. I like to try to save specifically for trips. Like if I'm going on a trip, I like to specifically save for it. Sassy laughing. Granny's World says, this walk was amazing. It was, y'all. It was therapeutic. It was just like I said, when you sit down at the casino, at that machine and you hit it, it's therapeutic. This was so therapeutic. I have laughed till I was crying. I was tired. I'm tired. I'm going to get off here, y'all. But again, we'll talk about this again. Again, my email is in the about section. And we need to plan to have fun. So many people on here don't have fun. If you're going to get on here and network and communicate, there's nothing wrong with having a trip and having some fun and just enjoying ourselves, connecting with people, especially with the people that you connect with really well on here. Okay, Bree says, I just emailed you Launch Pride for my info to Granny's World. Okay, okay. I don't have I don't have Granny's email. Granny, is your email in your about section? I'm trying to figure out, before we get off, I want to figure out how we can get Granny's email, because she may not want to put it in the chat. So, and I can understand that totally. So if it's in her about section, we can get it, because I don't know. I'm not sure. I will find Granny's World and email her too. Okay, y'all just gave me life tonight. Thanks so much for tonight. I'll get Granny's and connect. Okay, connect us somehow. We will get this done. Yes, and I'm going to contact Cian, and Granny's can contact her too. And we got to try to get her on the plane, y'all. We got to try to get her on the plane. Granny's World said, I don't have any money, but I'm going anyway. Granny's World, I'm going to tell you a secret. You sound like me. Sassy says, Launch Pride, I'm going to email you. Okay, Sassy. Good. Brandon says, okay, brilliant. Sassy, Launch Pride, do you have my email? I don't think I do. Sassy, I don't think I do. But mine is on my is in my about section. Not session, my section. Okay? Y'all know we get tongue-tied on here. And people will laugh at you and talk about you for any little slip-up, but I don't care, because I get tongue-tied anyway. Especially when it's something funny or it's exciting or I'm mad. Like you get tongue-tied. It's easy. It's easy. Since you got Cindy's email, she has Granny's info. Yeah, I got Cindy's info. So we'll all be able to connect. But y'all still email me if you want to. My it's on, like I said, it's in my about section on my channel. It's in my about section. Sassy says tonight was amazing. I have a great laugh. I know, Sassy, it was so fun. It was like almost like a Friday night party, y'all. Like a Friday night party. Look, we have to make sure to try to do this every Friday. Look, every Friday or Saturday, okay? And whoever can't make it, we'll fill them in on the next day. Granny's World says, brilliant, yes, Sin City. Yes. Yep. We have to have these Friday night parties, okay? Especially if we're not doing anything on a Friday night. We need to be out here trying to have us some fun on a Friday night. But hey, we have fun. We have fun right here on YouTube, okay? Right here. Green says, y'all are such a blessing to me. Thanks, Queens, for the joy tonight. Much appreciated. Sassy, I appreciate you too, Queen. Yes, that's what it's all about. Appreciation. It's under... Y'all, that was so loud. I had to mute. I'm sorry about that. It was so loud. It was so loud. Friday night parties at your place. I mean, okay, that's what we'll have, Friday night parties here. And like I said, if we can't make Friday, we gotta get Saturday or Sunday. Look, if we can't do Friday, it'll be one of those days. Hopefully Friday. If we can't do Friday, to wind the weekend up, wind it down. We can do Sunday to jumpstart the week. But y'all know what I wish. I wish y'all peace, positivity, and prosperity, because without peace, there's chaos, and without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever they live and breathe, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Don't let bothered people bother you, and don't let stressed out people stress you out. Look for people that'll make you laugh. Look for people that'll, you can have fun with. Don't let anybody hold you in their misery lounge. If they invite you in under the skies, once you get in there, you figure out what's going on, go back to your happy place. Go back to your happy lounge. Okay, y'all? I have thoroughly enjoyed you ladies. Girl Dad came through here and gave us some masculinity. He didn't stay long, but he told us that, yes, California has plenty of casinos, okay? He did tell us that. So I appreciate y'all. And I know I was see. Yes, that Sassy. It was so loud. That motorcycle was so loud, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I muted real quick, trying to like make sure you guys couldn't hear it because it was loud for a second. So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk live. Okay, y'all. I'm still sitting up here. Y'all hear me? Because I don't laugh so hard. I'm still sitting up here. So, okay, y'all. Okay. Y'all, we had a blast. So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk live. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, hopefully Sunday. All right, y'all be good. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye, y'all.